Good morning. My name is Abe Davis, Operations Chief with the Alaska Incident Management Team here on the Mukluk Fire in Tok, Alaska. And I'm going to give you today's operational briefing. It's Thursday, August 20th. We'll start out with just a quick review of the last 24 hours. Folks in the Tok area probably saw a lot of smoke, some columns coming up off the fire area yesterday. Most of that growth was up here to the north. We had a little bit of movement up to the northwest of the fires area, and a little bit of activity up here on the northeast flank. So still northerly progression with this fire, and a lot of that has to do with the dry fuels that are out there on the ground, and the prolonged weather we've been seeing with just the warm temps and some of the wind we've had here the last 3-4 days. Looking at the fire today, big updates for today. So today the Alaska Incident Management Team assumed command of the fire at 0700 from the Division of Forestry Type 3 team that's been here doing a wonderful job. Our objectives as we assume command of the fire have not changed. Primarily, we're focusing a lot of our efforts here in the subdivision between Sundog Trail, First Street, Red Fox, and the Alcan Highway. That area remains in a go evacuation order, and we've had a lot of crews in there working in and around the structures that have been impacted, as well as many that have been saved. There's dozer line around pretty much this entire southern end, and hose and pumps have been put out, and crews are using that to mop up. Our big concern in this area, not just for firefighters, but for private residents that choose to come back in there and try to work around their structures, is the shallow root layers in the spruce trees have been burned out. Those trees are falling over, and we continue for that to be the case. That poses a threat to our firefighters and certainly to the public. And so addressing that and making sure we're being thorough and getting underneath those areas of jackstraw. The other one is ash pits. We're finding them, and anticipate we'll continue to find deep ash pits out there, and just the threat that poses for somebody unknowingly stepping in it. So those efforts will continue. That's our number one priority here, is to continue to secure around folks' property. Going up the east side of the fire, we had bulldozers in there working all day yesterday. They've pushed all the way up to almost to the Tanana River. They're probably about a mile shy, and they're coming up with a plan to continue working that back around to the west, or to tie it off into the river and secure that. We have some allotments and some cabins up there along the Tanana River that we're aware of, and coming up with protection plans for those if we need to implement them. But right now we've had folks working direct on the fire's edge. Same thing over here on the northwest side of the fire. We had dozers, 6 dozers working up this west side yesterday. I did mention at the beginning we had a fair bit of activity up here on the northwest, and so we've had a little bit of it doesn't show it on this map, but we do have a little lobe that's built out over here. Had air tankers working that yesterday. We'll have air tankers working that again today to put that in check, and continuing to try to work that flank up and around to the north. Again, we have more allotments off to the north of the fire there that we're aware of. Happy to report we received a couple of our Alaska crews. They were flown back up from the lower 48 yesterday. So starting off this morning, we've got Midnight Sun Hot Shots and Tanana Chiefs Conference crew, local crew out of Tok here, engaged on the fire. And we anticipate additional Alaska crews to arrive in the coming days, coming back from the lower 48 to assist us with our efforts here in Tok. Want to continue just to remind folks, a lot of traffic along the roadway, so please look out for us. Not all our vehicles are driving around with hazards on, and so just be advised of that, and we'll continue to take a deliberate approach to secure this area here, so we can get folks back home as soon as possible. With that, we'll talk to you all tomorrow morning.